band was originally my brother Will and I, and so we had a 4-member lineup with some guys that we met at our school, and that lasted for a little while. But then we did a US tour, came back, and they had quit, and we needed to find new guys, and so we put out this flyer saying, that we want, new members in our band, and these are the requirements, and this is what you're gonna have to do. This is what it's gonna be like. And Kai saw the flyer at his local music shop, and wow,
Yeah.
he said it was horrendous.
It was the worst drummer wanted ad the world has ever seen.
Perfect day to die, Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Can you hear my battle cry, Valkyrie? Valkyrie, Valkyrie,
I thought these guys are either the real deal or they're full of shit, so I took a photo of the ad so that I could laugh about it with my friends later. And on the way home from the music store, it got the better of me, so I pulled over and called, and Nick answered, and he sounded just like me because we were from the same area in the country. And previous to that, I'd been playing as like a hired gun and playing with people from other states and whatever, so it was good to, and I was always an outsider, so it was good to finally talk to somebody that sounded like a full-on bogan.
We got on straight away pretty much.
Yeah,
so it was
so
good.
from there we they thought they were auditioning me, but I was really auditioning them.
Valkyrie, Valkyrie, Valkyrie,
I didn't even think of John to start with. We tried out all these other people, and then one night offhand I went to watch a gig and John was playing keys and guitar in his band, and I was like, I could see where it would fit. And then we had to really convince him to join, actually, because he wasn't really that keen.
Yeah, he was doing pretty well in his cover band, and they were really popular in Newcastle, and so
we offered him a pay cut, and he was making good money doing tutoring and playing covers, and then
we brought him to America.
We said, come to America and play for free.
And it was just when I was finishing high school that I started playing. I found out that I really liked it, and man, that's all it was for me.
That's it. I was the same. We always had like really good music. My mum and dad listened to, great music and stuff, so it was always really loud. My mum used to do the housework, and we had these, I remember when I was a kid, we had speakers that were taller than me, and Mum would just crank the records and be vacuuming and carrying on. And I always just remember loud music and stuff. But same, I didn't even pick up a pair of drumsticks until I was 16, so just been pumped full of music up until then.
Well, we got to play with Bon Jovi, and Bon Jovi said he really liked it. And
no, what did he say?
Oh, he said it sounded good, guys. And so we
that was it. Sounded good, guys.
We put that quote on our website. I didn't ask him if he could quote it. I just assumed he'd be okay with it.
And they asked us who our writers were because they were listening to our stuff, and I didn't know what he was talking about to begin with.
Yeah, I didn't know. What do you mean?
And then we, got through the language barrier and translated it into them thinking that we must have people back home in Australia that write our songs for us, which we don't.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the biggest compliments we've had, because they couldn't believe that we just sit around in a shed in the back of John's yard and pump out these songs.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool, because they're used to working with a lot of big acts that do get a lot of ghost writers and stuff in, and you know, like professional songwriters to come in and work on their material, and they end up being just the band that plays it. But we kind of like writing and creating our own material.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people don't actually write their own songs.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
gets
huge.
songs.
Things was the mechanical steps that come down on the tour bus when you open the door. There's steps that are supposed to come down. So to get into the bus now, you have to lift up your feet really high, and there was this big drop coming down out of the bus.
It's probably like maybe a 2 or 3 foot drop.
Yeah, it's pretty steep, and so you know, whenever it's somebody who's not used to being on the bus has to come on for whatever reason, we have to say watch out. And there was this one guy after this one show that was on the bus just chilling, having a couple of beers with us, and he was very drunk, and he went to leave, and we said, watch out, there's no steps. And he just flew.
He stepped out into midair and just did a 3 foot face plant into the gravel and didn't move.
Yeah, he didn't move for about 60 seconds.
And
we were...
the best part about it was we all got up and looked out to see him face planting in the gravel, and there was a 6-inch arse crack that you could have parked a mountain bike in as well, just to top it right off. So,
yeah, so that was fun. But
I swear the dent's still in the
gravel.
lot.
Yeah, and so doing that action or that motion of falling out the bus and face planting is called the dude's name.
Yeah,
and
that's
for his own privacy, we won't mention it. But if you're watching this, mate,
the names of the characters.
You're famous. The best thing that we've ever heard, and the best thing that we've heard and applied and seen it work for us, was to just make sure that we work really, really hard on putting on a good show, writing really good songs, and be friendly to as many people as possible. And they're the main 3 things that we find that people compliment us on most. It's just really, you got to kick everyone's ass every night, basically.